All right, good morning. This is Steve. It's day 5 in my YouTube 90-day challenge. So, how did I start off the day today? Well, woke up this morning very early and I started with a 5-minute kindness meditation using the Peloton app. Got to start off the day with some meditation. Took a quick shower. After that, jumped into my 5-minute journal. And what I really liked the 5-minute journal today, the quote that came from it was from Erasmus. Let me read it to you. Give light and the darkness will disappear of itself. And that was by Erasmus. And after I read the quote, I went into my 5-minute journal of gratitude, affirmations, and what I wanted to go well today. Now, when I do my journal entries and my reading, I like to use my Spotify playlist. Now, I'm using the playlist from my novel that I'm working on called The Adventures of Aquafunkapus and its Band of Misfits Heroes, which I post an excerpt from every week on my blog called The Stephen Thompson Revolution. So this morning, there were several songs that played. Now, I just turned it on and hit shuffle. So I kind of get motivated by whatever comes at me in the morning. So today, Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen, Tainted Love, the Marilyn Manson version, The Girl That Got Away by Katy Perry, Rocket Man by Elton John, and Whole Lotta Love by Led Zeppelin. I listened to those as I worked through my reading for the morning, which was Psalm 5 from my 90-day Bible reading plan. And what I took away from Psalm 5 today was a scripture that was really cool, a passage that said, David was talking about God hearing his voice, he makes requests, and he waits expectantly. And the idea that we serve a God who is excited to hear our voice was very encouraging for me. After that, I started to read again from the book Every Good Work by Tim Keller. In that book, he is talking about using your gifts and talents as an act of service. Finally, read the Seth Godin's blog is something that I read every morning. I subscribe to his blog. Really good piece this morning titled Not Yet, Not Yet. And good piece about that piece was he was talking about when we do our best. It's just not yet. When we don't achieve what we want, it's simply not yet. It's not that we did a bad job. It's not that we were poor, but the idea of, hey, we're just going to do it again. We're going to do something again. It's not my time yet. I'm going to do something better the next time. And just do that rather than get discouraged, depressed, quit. Just go back, start over, do your work again. It's really based in the growth mindset, which is a book by Carol Dweck, which is popular in the education circles. I'm a school principal. So I think about growth mindset when I go off to start my day. So Stephen Thompson here. Going to be working on the next episode of the Stephen Thompson Experience. I'm going to be working on the song called Stand By Me by Ben E. King. I'm doing a series, third podcast in a series for a live version of a podcast that I'm doing with a couple teachers at my school. The first song was Fragile by Sting, Nowhere Man by the Beatles. You can check those out on the Stephen Thompson Experience, which is at Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Overcast. And if you're in France, hey, I'm even on Magellan. So you can check me out on those podcast apps. Listen to any episode of the Stephen Thompson Experience. I'm going to be three years old in March. The 17th specifically will be my podiversary or pod birthday. I like coming up with some term for my podcast anniversary. Also going to be celebrating my 100th episode. Not sure what that's going to be yet, but third episode of a series for a live podcast that we're going to be doing in a classroom at the school that I'm a principal at. It's going to be exciting, going to be teaching students through live performance. So I'm going to be doing a quick little slideshow with a quick lesson for students on being content creators. We're going to do the song Fragile by Sting, Nowhere Man by the Beatles, and Stand By Me for Benny King. There'll be a live band. We're going to put all that together and see how it works. Anyway, day 5. 5 out of 90 videos made. Stephen Thompson. Have a great day. Bye-bye.